I'm Jami Philbrick for iamROGUE.com. I'm here at WonderCon 2013 in Anaheim, California, talking to some of the cast and creators of the new DC original animated film, Superman Unbound. I had a chance to talk to Matthew Bomber, actress Molly Quinn, and some of the creators about the film. Here's what they had to say. What was your biggest challenge adapting Geoff Johns' classic story into the screenplay?
I'd say my biggest challenge, maybe not in terms of time spent, but like sort of the most intimidating part of this, was finding something new to do with Clark and Lois that no one had done before in the 75 years of writing Superman. You know, there's like thousands of writers that came before me who all were looking for something new to do with Clark, Superman, Lois love triangle. So hopefully I found some nice new little nook, new little road to go down that people hadn't explored before. Beyond that, sort of like the largest size issue of this one is, you know, look, it's a great story. It's a big story in the sense it's got big fights, big action, sort of big ideas, but kind of short on the page. And I had to expand it to be a longer story. I had to find places to, you know, sort of fill out the middle of the movie and find more subplots, find out what's going on with Supergirl in it, find out what's going on with Clark and Lois, and expand it into a longer movie. So those right there are kind of the big things for me of where I was assigned to adapt.
So this isn't the first time you've had an opportunity, almost had an opportunity a couple times to play Superman. What does it feel like to finally get a chance to step into those shoes?
Well, it's great. I mean, you know, it's such an iconic character that, you know, from the time I was a little kid, I always dreamed of getting to portray in some way. And it is a little bit of a different beast because it's doing the voice, but it was such a blast to get to do, and just a completely different animal, man, and a completely different way to access the character that I never got to do before, because all you have to use is your voice.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
Tell me about playing the iconic role of Supergirl. How did you prepare to play such a part?
Oh gosh, I mean, of course, you know, reading the comics and doing as much research as I could online, and, you know, really watching all of the other interpretations of Supergirl that I could find. And really something that I love to do is I like to combine all the best of every part, and so that's what I hope that I did. And really just having fun. I mean, when you're in the room with Andrea Romano directing, it's difficult not to have fun, but it's very important. And with her, it was an absolute blast.
Tell me what separates and what makes this film, based on the Geoff Johns material, different than other Superman films that DC Universe animated originals have done in the past.
The story of this is a really interesting Superman story, and so that already takes us out of the world of the ones that we've done before, because the story is different. There aren't that many Brainiac movies that we've made. We've made lots of Superman movies, or movies that Superman appeared in, not that many that Brainiac appeared in. And the temptation is, because he is this other being, to make it robotic, which works very well, but we didn't want to do that for this Brainiac. And John Noble gives a beautiful performance in this character. And then Superman, you've got this kind of younger voice, which we wanted, and Matt Bomer, what a wonderful actor. Molly Quinn, I couldn't wait to work with her again. I'd work with her on another series. And Stana Katic, I'd always wanted to work with since I'd seen her work on Castle. And I pretty much will use anybody that Nathan Fillion is working with. So I just called Nathan and go, okay, who's working with you this week? That's really good. Okay, can we get them? Okay, good.
How did it feel to have your Castle co-star Stana Katic in the film with you?
You know, it was unfortunate we didn't get to work together,
right?
But it's great. I love that they pulled her in to do Lois Lane. I don't think that there could be a better, so that's fun. I'm glad we got to do it together, if you want to say.
The only thing that would be better is if Nathan was in it too.
I know, but we got Matt.
You couldn't have a better Superman.
Exactly, we got pretty good, yeah.
Awesome. Did you go back and look at the Geoff Johns source material, the original Brainiac story?
Yeah, I was familiar with a little bit of it, but you know, it's tricky when you're doing a job like this to get too much into extracurricular or mythology that's come before, because you sort of have to deal with the mythology at hand. But I knew enough from that to sort of to play off that.
And what makes Brainiac such a formidable villain for the Man of Steel?
So Brainiac, particularly the Brainiac in this version of it, sort of taking from Jeff's comic and sort of the new kind of stuff that I found to do with it, in his own words, he's everything. He is both, you know, muscle stronger than Superman and brain superior to Superman. He's a guy who's been traveling through tens of thousands of worlds and taking the best of each of them, and he's a very formidable opponent with that. He's, you know, you're not going to outsmart him, you're not going to outpunch him, so Superman really is challenged in this one. I love Brainiac as a character. I think he's, I at the same time found something very relatable to do with him, because he's, in this movie, he's kind of OCD. He's kind of that toy collecting geek who's got to keep his everything like sort of in the shrink wrap, in mint condition in the bottle, because he kind kind of can't handle things if he can't control them and keep them perfect. So I also kind of found a relatable character that I'm a little bit like, and I know a lot of fans are a little bit like, and you kind of throw all that together, and hopefully people like it.
I think Brainiac's a pretty great enemy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just the ultimate megalomaniac, and he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he's a really good foe for Superman and a good foil for him. So.